go?
Yep.
Well, okay. Hi, I'm Trinity Crowder. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I first experienced homelessness when I was 15 years old. We moved from Chicago to Michigan and then later on here to Atlanta, Georgia. I've been homeless by myself for 2 years. Um, and yeah, so that's been crazy. My first time experiencing homelessness, I was scared. I was with my family. We were all homeless together. We never went to a shelter. We always just like stayed together or like lived with other people, I guess. It was hard getting to school and stuff. It was pretty crazy. Since me being the second oldest, it's six of us. So me being the second oldest, I couldn't really show any emotion. I had to be responsible and make sure that the little ones were okay and stuff. So it was it was very hard, I guess. Um, hmm. Me and my mom, we have a very toxic relationship. She was an alcoholic, and she was a very abusive one. And usually it was towards me, not the others. Maybe because I was like the oldest, and she had very high expectations for me that I couldn't fulfill that much. But I did try. I had good grades. I joined orchestra, played the violin for 8 years. So I guess that it wasn't enough for her. Um, well, it was this one time where things got kind of crazy, and she was drunk one night, and she got very physical, and I just ended up leaving entirely. And that happened 2 years ago when I first became homeless, like by myself. And I literally didn't bring anything. I had no clothes but the clothes I had on. I didn't have a phone or anything. I just left. And honestly, I felt very relieved in a weird way that I could get away from that environment. And at the same time, I was just like, I'm really out here by myself. Like, I was 18 years old. So I used to sleep in train stations and behind plaza buildings when I wanted like privacy. And that's been going on for a year now, 2 years now. It happened 2 years ago. Recently, 2 months ago, I just gave up on everything that was happening. I didn't have family. Um, my family weren't looking for me or anything like that. I just was kind of just out here, and I just ended up stealing pop. No, I was ended up stealing pill bottles from the store and just gulp down the whole most of the bottle, honestly. And everything's kind of like hazy from then. Like I don't remember much. I ended up at Grady. I woke up. Um, I didn't have no voice. Like my voice is kind of gone, and I was strapped down, and it was honestly the most scariest thing ever. I honestly thought I died and went to heaven or something. It was weird. But I ended up at Grady. I really don't know how I got there, who called. I honestly, like everything's very, very foggy. But I stayed there for 2 weeks. They ended up finding pneumonia in my lungs because when I was out on the streets, like it rained and stuff, so I didn't really have anything. So they found pneumonia, and I stayed there for a week, and then they moved me to a different department of the hospital for my mental health, and for another week, and then they recommended Covenant House, and I wasn't so sure because at the time I had another ultimatum. My best friend ended up contacting me. She found out what happened, and she was like, I could come live with her and stuff like that. And honestly, it was like really scary because that would be me going back into that environment where my mental state wasn't really good. Even though it'll be like a stable place to live, it was still just like I couldn't be in that environment. So I took a chance on Covenant House and came here despite the reputation I got from shelters. Like in my environment, shelters or bad, and like there's crowds of people, and it's just not a good look, honestly. So me coming here, I took a risk, and it has been nothing but helpful. When I first got here, people were like super nice. It was weird. Everyone knew my name. It's real creepy. I was just like, are they doing this on purpose? Like, how do you know my name already? I just got here like a day ago, and it's like a whole different planet. Honestly, it's weird. um, so far they help with like my coping skills, and I've learned a lot of meditation here. I picked up painting here, which is something I'm very good at apparently, and that has helped me a lot. I've met youth here that's going through the same situations as me, and they're very understanding, and I feel like I can talk to staff and youth here. It's like really weird. It's like a small family, honestly. I'm going to school in August, so a program here is going to help fund my school and stuff. So I'm getting there. And yep, that's it.